We wake up. A lot of us are still working from home. And don't forget to wear your mask if you want to go out in public. Trust me, I know wearing that mask is uncomfortable. We've heard thoughts about schools opening amid the pandemic from parents, teachers, and even the superintendent. This outdoor seating and gazebo was created by Q Coffee Emporium just a few months ago because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Bowling Green Parks and Rec is now accepting painted pumpkins from people around the community. They will be placed here at Preston Miller Park along this trail later on this month. Gene, as you can see behind me, a few people have gathered here in protest of the detention center's response to the COVID-19 outbreak. Now, as you mentioned earlier, as of Friday, we learned at least 60 inmates have tested positive for the virus. Again, this restaurant is shutting things down by 10 o'clock tonight, like several others. So overall, just a different New Year's Eve, but I guess you could say that's right in 2020 fashion. Kelly? The real attractions start on Friday, and it is a COVID-19 friendly event. Can you tell us more about that?
It's a project Bowling Green Parks and Rec has worked toward for quite some time, building a playground that is inclusive for children with disabilities and special needs. 13 News reporter Katey Cook shows us the new construction on the playground that is almost complete.
Little Shatavia has a condition that requires her to get around in a wheelchair. Of course, that doesn't stop her from wanting to play like all of the other kids.
I'm very excited.
So when we go to other parks, I make it my duty to lift her, put her on the slides, whatever to keep her involved.
But soon, Mom can just sit back and watch her daughter play.
When I say it's been a lifelong dream of our department, that isn't something I say with life.
Bowling Green Parks and Rec is working on an all-inclusive playground.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
This is really big, actually.
It will include handicap-accessible equipment and sensory elements enjoyable especially for children with autism.
The great thing about this, you see all the ramps that's coming onto this playground. So you've got slides, you got ramps, you got things to do on this structure.
You go to other cities, bigger cities, and they have all the resources. So for Bowling Green, my hometown, to actually have something like this is amazing.
And it's not just for children with special needs or disabilities.
We think what's going to happen is kids will play together. They'll have a great time playing.
It's designed for all children to have fun.
The aspect of whatever challenge that a child may or may not have isn't an issue when they're playing today.
An environment where kids like Shatavia can invite all their friends and, well, just be kids.
I'll probably bring my BFFs if they can come.
In Bowling Green, Katey Cook, 13 News.
COVID-19 outbreak at the Barron County Detention Center has the friends and families of inmates concerned. Several people gathered outside the jail this evening to protest the jailer's response to the outbreak, and 13 News reporter Katey Cook was there.
At least 60 inmates at the Barron County Detention Center testing positive for COVID-19.
I don't know what else to do.
Some of those inmates calling their loved ones from the inside, saying they are unable to social distance from those testing positive.
They're overpopulated. There's no such thing as social distancing inside of a jail.
Jailer Aaron Bennett says they are following protocols but cannot release much information about what is going on inside the jail because of HIPAA.
We're not at liberty to release that information.
One woman saying her daughter is in the detention center and just tested positive for the virus.
I need to get her out so I can get her medical treatment.
Her daughter Tiffany is experiencing symptoms but says she is only allowed Tylenol, a mother longing to help her sick daughter.
4 weeks ago, she was fine, and now she's sick, and they're not doing nothing for them, nothing. They're just letting them lie in there.
Other moms voicing a similar message.
My daughter's only 20. Is she going to die of the pandemic before she makes it out of jail to get to rehab?
Hoping to get care for their loved ones soon.
Now we take you to Edmonson County, where 2 teenage boys headed up a project to restore Calebiot Sports Complex. 13 News reporter Katey Cook caught up with the two this evening as they were putting some finishing touches on the park's basketball courts.
2 recent high school graduates.
We noticed there wasn't really many opportunities for older people to get involved in the community.
Coming together to create a nonprofit, the EC3, or Edmonson County 3.
Me and Peyton kind of had this idea at the same time.
Usually hosting 3-on-3 basketball tournaments or even ball camps. But this year, COVID-19 had other plans.
We started looking at ways that we could get involved outside of that.
They took on the project of revamping Collegiate Sports Complex.
All of the ball goals were broken and they were not usable.
From pressure washing the courts.
It's great getting to see the benefits of all the hard work we put in.
To replacing the basketball goals.
Seeing them feel empowered and really just engage in their community and take ownership of this task has been amazing to me.
It almost looks like a new park.
We really wanted to step in and just kind of help our community out.
Their biggest reward now is getting to watch those they care about get much awaited use out of the complex.
With all the new stuff, it's just going to be the top place to hang out now.
Leaving their mark on Edmonson County.
This community has been such a big part of my life and shaping how I live my life and the man I want to be.
The place they say gave so much to them.
So I just felt like it was my responsibility to, kind of give back, and seeing people enjoy our hard work has just been really great.
Reporting in Edmonson County, I'm Katey Cook.
Appreciate you.
13 News.